Hi everybody, this is the Canadian Witch. I'm your Saturday host. Um, the first topic is Necromancy and Afterlife. The necromancy is divination by dead bodies or spirits, deceased people. So it takes a lot of years to study, research before really practicing it, especially if you go in the deeper levels of necromancy. I'm gonna go from some kind of light to heavy necromancy in a way. I'd start with, by example, channelers and mediums. To me, it's some kind of light necromancy by nature, which can come from a gift, and also anybody that doesn't have that gift but tries to practice by opening their third eye. Yet, if you never learn to open your third eye and to control it, especially if you can't control gifts you have, don't go into necromancy before you know how to control your powers, because it could go wrong. Can go well, but can go really wrong when you cannot control yourself. A the best example of necromancy in the light side, I could say, would be shamans, because they deal with spirits. A known practice for shamans to become like a full shaman would be the death and rebirth practice. So it involves that you let your spirit leave your body, go on the other side, and get in communication with the spirits. And some can become like friendly, and then when you come back, you come back with the ability to see spirits and interact with them, and it makes it easier for them to seek help in their practice by calling spirits that they met on the other side from their own spirit. So that's something that they do. And then I would go toward Ouija. I'm sure I'm not the only one to talk about Ouija. Ouija can be considered as a tool of necromancy. Then again, Ouija, even if it's sold by Park Brothers, it's not a game. It's meant to be used really safely. For example, my own tips for a safe Ouija session would be: first, don't call any spirits in particular. Second would be, even before that, even before you touch the board, I would suggest that you create a protective circle like you do in a ritual when you call the elements and everything. Usually in my coven, if we do use Ouija, it's within the circle that we did, and then after we close it. But we never use Ouija outside a circle, just by protection. And also what can be good is to say your intentions. Like, if you don't want a certain type of spirits to come through, you have to be clear. They can hear you. You, even if you don't say it loudly, you can say it loudly, but even by your mind, you can say it to that, what you don't want, what is a big no for you, what you accept. Be sure of what you want. If you use Ouija with friends, make sure that everybody has the same expectations and what are their intentions, so you don't have someone that is wanting something really different and that it can cause little issues. So, and then, yeah, so when you get into the Ouija, I wouldn't call spirits in particular. I would let them come first and see what they have to say, but by protection and because it's not only good spirits that can come through the Ouija board. You never know who's gonna come. Even if you call for someone in particular, it doesn't mean you're gonna get them. And they're pretty wise. They can get you to like them, say they're kids or someone you know, and then it's gonna cause issues. And then there's the heaviest side of necromancy, which either will scare you, fascinate you, call to you, pardon. Necromancy and spells or rituals can be positive, healing, opening, negative, or freaky. So often blood is required to strengthen the magic, but before you offer your blood in any type of magic, think up and down and around of what you're about to do, because the blood may strengthen the magic. Of course, blood is a part of life. It's strong. It's something really, really, really strong to work with. But even if you strengthen the magic, in a way you weaken yourself and you weaken your protection, because you kind of open a door by using your blood in a spell or ritual. A necromantic ritual could be used, for example, in a good way to help someone heal from the death of a loved one, by using either pictures and anything that could have been an object of that person. We pretty much all know how it works. So that's a positive one. Then between the blood and bones and everything, the possibilities are wide with what you can do with that. But personally, I wouldn't use blood or even use bones in magic. Like even my own blood, it's something that it really bothers me to use in magic, even though I know it's really strong. And also, something that I just wanted to say about necromancy, especially when we go in the darker side of it, deceased people were once humans too, and you wouldn't want someone to take control over you, make you do their will by force. Once past the deceased, they deserve as much respect as the living persons. So you wouldn't want to do what you wouldn't want to be done. And that's where I would say the threefold law for me would come, as it doesn't only travel toward the physical realm, but also on the other side of the veil. So they deserve as much respect as us on earth. And so that was my part on necromancy. So then after the afterlife, my opinion on afterlife. What I think, and that's from since I'm a child, is that, for example, let's say I die. So when I die, to me, a part of my soul and spirit stays on Earth when I go to like Summerland, and then I learn what I did and I can evaluate what I did. And then when it's time, I go back to a future life, which brings a little piece of my soul from the life before that. So, in a way, to me, it explains how sometimes, like you can go somewhere and have that deepest impression you were there before, or events like that you meet someone that you never met in your life, but you feel like you've known them forever. So to me, it would be that I went to the place or met the person in another life in the past. So, and then when that life ends, then it's the circle again, but it brings each and every little bits of soul that follows you through your lives. So if you're like at your sixth life, then you would have five tiny pieces of soul within yours. So that's my own view on afterlife and how it works for me, at least in my beliefs. So that was the what I had to say for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you a great week. Welcome to the Witch's Voice. I'm so happy we already have 105 subscribers from what I saw a little bit earlier. So hello to everybody, and be ready for Wicca Gem tomorrow. And then after we're gonna have a new topic for you all. So take care, everybody. Blessed be. Bye.